Larry knew me since I was a sophomore because we would go up there. It's not illegal to go up and be at a camp in Marshville, in Boston, and you work in a camp, but really you're there to play against those nighttime games. So Larry knew who I was, and I get in, Chuck Daly has me starting one time, and Larry looks around and goes, "What's up, Sal?" I said, "No." He goes, "You on me?" I said, "Yeah, I got size on you right now. I've been watching every movie." He goes, "Y'all not double teaming?" And he's looking around. I go, "Nah, it's just me, fella." He goes, "Mouse in the house, mouse in the house." And they change the play, and he catches the ball. He does this, and he shoots it. He says, "Sal, you better ask for a double team, bro." I got 2 quick fouls because I'm smart like that. And he hated Bill Laimbeer. So when you got a guy that hates somebody, he's playing for entirely different reasons.
I mean, everybody's seen the footage.
Our back line at one time, it was Kelly Tripucka, Bill Laimbeer, Kim Benson. 3 white dudes.
2 of them I ain't never heard of.
Okay. All right. We walk out on the court, and he said, "Cheesy, who guard me?" And I was like, I got Kelly, I got Lamb, I got Benson. He's like, "You ain't got no brothers?" Like you?
Disrespecting me.
That's what he said.
Straight up.
That's exactly what he said. He said, "Hey, man, you can't put no white dude on me."
Hey, bro.
That is straight disrespect, right? So check this out. So the next year we come back, I said, "I got somebody for your ass," right?
Yeah.
He said, "Who you got?" I said, "Robin." He said, "Okay, he's a little better, but don't ever put no white dude on me because that is disrespectful."
But you know what, though? I know he walked out on the court one time and somebody said, "Man, look at this white boy on me. He can't guard me." And Larry served him.
All
you know
the
what I'm saying?
time.
So I'm pretty sure he heard that before, too.
Trash talk coaches taking the ball out of bounds in front of their bench so the whole bench can hear him.
Right.
And go like, "Hubie, this all you got for me tonight? Like, you got no one else that can guard me? This is getting ridiculous," And then Hubie would put in, like, Johnny Newman would be running in the game. He goes, "Wait, are you serious? That's the guy you're putting on me?"
"Hey, what you doing out here? You gotta call somebody else." I even heard him tell the coach, "Hey, look, coach, you better get somebody else out here to grab me because I'm killing this guy."
Or he'd say, "Danny, give me the ball," or "DJ, give me the ball. I got this guy in the torture chamber down here." Why the guy was standing right there listening to him say it.
We was playing Boston Celtics, so the great Larry Bird. I'm from Indiana, Larry's from Indiana. I knew about the history of Larry, but I didn't realize how he really got down.
Another time that was where we was playing up here like 42. Kid was a freshman.
I was going to say, you reminded me of a story when I was talking about Bird apparently was playing one and just torching him one night. I think he had 35, and as he's shooting the ball,
He told Sean Kemp that I'm the best half player that ever come from Indiana and shot a 3-pointer in his face.
"I'm the greatest player ever out of Indiana." And he says that right as he's shooting, and of course the shot goes in.
All day, we was like, Larry Legend is at it again.
That's true.
It is very true, man. Larry, hey, man, first of all, we got to Boston that night. I knew something wasn't right. I saw an X-Man, he was limping around the court a little bit like he was sore.
David McDaniel.
I figured he'd be all right. I go to the game on an early bus. I get there. They say, "Hey, Sean, you starting tonight against Larry." I'm all for it, So, I looked at the mirror, I'm like, well, shit, man, I'm about to get this motherfucker fits out here tonight. So before the game, I was over there rubbing my hands looking at him like, I'm about to get your ass. I was the young guy that kind of came up through the history in Indiana and kind of broke a lot of Larry Bird's records. So Larry kind of had already known about me a little bit. But unfortunately, there was an article that came out in the paper, USA Today, and it said that Larry didn't have it anymore. So he came out, before the game, he told me, he was like, he just shook his head at me. He said, "Man, it's gonna be a up night for you."
So what did he put up?
He gave me 50 3/4. Oh my.
He was hitting everything.
And he talked to me the whole entire game.
What did he say?
Well, first of all, he asked me to jump ball. He said, "You the cat that broke all my records in high school, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "I got tonight." So every shot he was calling, at the defensive end, he would tell me, he'd be like, "I'm gonna pump face you, get a hand warm on you, look at you." But he was actually calling out bank shots. He would say, next time, bank shot left side, "I'm gonna pump fake you, your dumb ass gonna go for it."
He would tell you that, and it happened.
I said, "First of all, I'm gonna be so close to you. If you shoot the ball next time, I'm gonna try to rip your arm off." Being from the streets, man, I was to the point of like, look, I'm gonna foul him so hard that he's gonna He was basically gonna take his will. He started shooting the ball with his left hand, man. I was trying to follow his right arm. He was shooting with his left hand. A quick pump fake, dog, and you go for that. And he
Got you.
man, come on, man. Banking it off on me, looking at me, still slapping me on my butt and everything, man.
What'd you do?
Man, I had to find out, but I was on his ass. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. And then Larry, he actually invited me to his house that summer after the game, man. He told me, he said, that's the best defense I've seen so far, the best effort. It's like, he was like, I've had nobody play defense that hard on me.
I love
He
it.
go, I appreciate you playing out here. Then he was like,
You
yeah,
still
I gave
compete.
you 50
You
and three
still
quarters,
compete.
but that was the best effort I've seen in a long time. You know, you come to the house and shoot around with me, then summer I show you how to shoot the ball, young fella.
Larry Legend.
Straight up.
No, Larry's probably the best trash talker. And you know the best thing about Larry now? He's so buttoned down now. He's just like, I didn't do that. Man, that guy lies. He was the best trash talker. And he denies everything.
Larry Bird was the biggest talker in the league back in the day.
And a lot of people say, really? They thought it was Reggie or Charles. Larry Bird talked more trash on the basketball court than anybody I've ever played against.
He would tell you exactly where he was going, what he was going to do. And he did that to us in the finals.
So we playing them the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner.
So he was like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm going to go right over here to the corner. I'm going to catch the ball, I'm going to shoot it, and ain't shit y'all can do.
Ever. I was guarding in my rookie year. He looked at me and he goes, you can't stop me. And I looked at him and I said, gosh, boy, you're so confident. He was confident. You're a rookie. You don't know anything. He proceeded to score like 10 straight points up. Coach took me out the game. He walks by and he's laughing.
Brad Doherty told me this story. Larry Bird catches the ball in the deep corner and he steps back for a three. And before he takes the three, he's like, oh, wow, he's going for the win. He's not going for the tie.
Larry Bird catches the ball in the corner. I take off running out of Larry Bird. And right when he's getting ready to shoot, I jump.
And he head fakes him.
And as I go by, he tells me, he says, fly, Bird.
Now it's 3-2. He hits him on the butt with the ball. And then he shoots it at the buzzer.
And I go right by him, he shoots the ball, it's nothing but nylon.
And the confidence that hit him on the butt as he flew by him trying to block a shot.
He would do a head fake, or he would do this, and the guy would turn, and he would just fake the crap out of guys.
He was playing chess and everybody else was playing checkers. He was 3 moves ahead of everybody else. And you never knew what he was going to do, but you knew it was going to be something special.
Bird didn't talk trash to you,
Oh, my God. Bird talked trash to everybody.
I wasn't around long because he was hurt when I was playing that first year or second year. But I just remember one quick thing. We were playing against him, and I think I stole the ball from him. And I just remember him turning around saying, you little piece of and I was like, that, to me, that was Larry Bird. And I was so happy because I'm like, that Larry Bird told me you're a little piece of you know what I'm saying? Like,
when we were playing Phoenix Suns, I think Cotton Fitzsimmons was their head coach. And they had a pretty good player, a white dude named Tom Chambers.
Their main man was Tom Chambers, and Chambers was guarding Larry.
And Larry caught the ball in front of the bench and like just turned around and just had a full-on conversation with Cotton Fitzsimmons and their coaching staff. Y'all really gonna try to disrespect me like this? Y'all gonna put this white dude on me to think that he could guard me?
And then came back and told Chambers, I know you guarding me, and I want you to know something. There's only one man that can guard me, and that's God. Now think about that for a second. Think about the confidence and the arrogance it takes to make that statement.
And then just turned around and just shot a jumper in his face and just went down court, shaking his head. But like, it was just commonplace, but he definitely felt insulted if you tried to put a white dude on him.
I always tell the story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Larry said, I'm insulted that they would put a sorry dude like you on me. He said, no, I don't even want to play no more. He would drop the ball and take a turnover. And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts.
When he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley, a white guy, a really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was wearing his ass out.
Absolutely.
And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. That's disrespectful. Put a black guy on me. Because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
And Larry got on the roll, started shooting the balls, and every shot was going in. Right? He runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league.
And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, "Hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me?" He goes, "So nobody out here can." Frank looked out of the bench and goes, "No."
He was the originator of getting in your face and talking trash. And then you sit there and you go, this guy up in my face talking noise. He ain't that fast, he's slow, but he knew how to aggravate you, agitate you enough to get you out of your game.
They used to talk so much trash, man. So I remember we playing them in the elimination game in Joe Louis Arena. And, you know, end of the game, they up like 8 or 9. They done won the series. And you're going to try to take that last shot, right? Said, I hope you make this last shot because it's your last one of the season. While I'm in the air. Mid-air. Bam. Clang. I missed it. You know? But they used to talk so much trash.
And he's Larry Bird. People are here to see him play. I remember kept telling a referee, stop blowing your whistle. They didn't come to see you. They came to see us. And I had to go like, what did he just say? Did he just say, stop blowing your whistle? If I'd have said that, would have, I'm out. But when I say that he cussed his ref out, saying ain't nobody come to see your punk ass, stop blowing the damn whistle. I'm like, what?
We're playing a game down in Atlanta, and this is how long ago this was, because Atlanta was a good team. And we are getting hammered. We were just getting killed. We're down 25 at the half, and they're all trash talking, and fans are throwing stuff at us, and they're going, we're going to kill you, Celtic, Bird, McHale, Parrish, DJ. You guys are all frauds. What are you talking about? So we come in at halftime. We're just sulking in there with tails between our legs. We walk in. We're sitting in the locker room, and Casey Jones, our fantastic coach, he walks in. He looks at us, looks at his watch, doesn't say a word, walks over to the cooler, pulls out a beer. Pops the beer, goes and sit down, pounds down the beer, just sitting there. Looks at us, goes over to the cooler and gets a second beer. Pops the beer, pounded it down, doesn't say a word. Looks at his watch, looks around at us, goes and gets a third beer, does the same thing, and then he gets up, looks at his watch for the final time, and he says, let's go. So we go out there and we're warming up to start the third quarter. And you watch an NBA game, nobody wants to ever take the ball out of bounds because they know they're never going to get it back. Larry Bird always took the ball out of bounds. He's going to take the ball out of bounds, and that referee comes, and the referee hands the ball to Larry to start the third. We're down 25. Larry takes the ball and pushes it back into the midsection of the referee so that he can't get away. The referee is like startled, staggered. What's going on here? We're all right there, right in front of the Celtic bench. And Larry looks right into the soul, right through the eyes of that referee. And he says to him, we're not going to quit. You make sure you don't quit either. The guy just like melted on the spot. Larry hit 11 straight shots to start the third, including 7 threes. We were tied at the end of the third. We won in overtime. We did not need a plane to get home that night. Larry Bird, you're awesome.
You remember the time when he was playing Atlanta and he told the guy, I'll bank a 3 on you, and the guy's just bullshit. So,
yeah. I noticed it because Kevin McHale ended up having the most points ever scored by a Boston Celtic, right? And Larry told him he should have got 60 because he broke it against Atlanta like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
That was a tough night, man.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots. It's in that game, we're on the free throw line, and he literally says,
it's off the glass. Who's next? Where you want this one from? And he just made one after another, and he just tortured us mentally.
I think Bird went by the bench one time, too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. And,
no way.
Yeah.
His last shot, he said, in the trainer's lap, coming down the court. He shot this high rainbow. It goes in. Ricky bumps into him and he knocks him on our trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said.
And it was in the bench. Atlanta bench got in trouble because they out here rooting for.
You can see it. I mean, if you go back and look at the tape, you can see the bench. Every shot he made, they're going crazy.